Okay. Okay. Aba. Aba. Ay, aba. Ay, akay. 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 Okay. Mimi Mimi Vivia. Pia. Pupuya. Wara pun mi wara ma ya bala. Ah, le kula kala je ni se jioro mo se ya hinma se jioro like defender kama iren kama like kama fuzan la mzale manga kama fuzan la mzale kama yo rasta kai point la so and when it's not easy defending your food they when no mbiru gumba ka no mbin jaso chengo chende gaba kana to pamba but the lessons di kama min fas garam bi hagudi the fasum sin ya understand kama di changar bandirgu yetu abi lagre yetu ayina ba pan la ay bi nyar la kama minu biaw di changar lagre be bandirgu ibi nyar la no di tuni pa nyar la now so ti ma muna ti o ti kopu o lagdira o envelope ay den abadan gare like den banguna eh can't you see two professionals? Come on, can't you see that we are professionals? Come on, two professionals in their own lane of businesses. I mean, can interfere in their businesses, can support people nearby. So even la. Come on, two professionals with separate businesses. Come on, two mama piap tabne. Come on, mandele sa ane finya nga kachen. Even la. Eh? Don't even la. Ambela mi nyo shao. Come on, so kubu ya nyara shamaya. Meme ya. Ne ya saya warla ma ya ko bana ne ya saya she ya makwala katama tusiri kanda toska yildi mbiye ba adwa kawan siri we swahaba mara baba ko ko shepun lole ka swahaba ya nadan ko mandama ya man yala ya ba dan yalba swahaba ngum puntum wonan tuma yom ka ban nan ka swahaba ngum puntum dan samsun wonan shaliya ne ya saya mimi ya ka warla ma ya dishiya dama nan ka nan kadar ka bashi kuma kammal len yala ni yamang la mami didi ka gubma amin laddab sunu wum sabna bi shelma ambala kana wonnan katar ka min nan ma afan ma asanzal ma amin opinion leaders bam bi bagu puna kanyen waya ka bi haguma ma ne ven yala nga zanda to amin ban la angubi yili yinduma ya bo kar piom ka bazan nan abiyon wasa na zo di palala to ya tutum gara liruya mahmang yala ko diam dama memeya ne ya saya ye jargunur punya bi furo no na ku dabu fruto no mi punyi no la zan jang no ko la hadi eh naam okay ne dun don ko pala ga tel ga swara kon ditwale ne ba ka cincin ne war mi bumulo aba musu ba su larga pa ya ku kar su haya ti kara galga ka galiya bogole to din ya shambala yawun tan ya popan na jande ka askidi luglo kam da la ka bukata na bayala na fi ma furla balli wan bon gasiya didi ma ka ma na ko tin majority radio yes ka walma ya popan na furkatan banya na wun ka fara nyasar ka tara kasa kwamba dal bakka bayada na bada do afu na bunya ka walma pu ya swar ka ko to din ya shambala memeya vivia katalezan alkawli ganzan li talata da manga yasa hashal kamza haka ta pupan na pi ta puhur maka para jabbar ko jurana na tamlana kadariya lan ngunya kadar lan kamina san hanan zo son da dabsil ngoma sa hashal kamza hakan tira yeso kapibu puna so ka to puna jandi kaso kwang man puna kada nan dama Allah shi sama nya mata mamman banya afana nan da lalala fina ngoma san haga ba da ya katiya kata bangsam ka fuham kata malatu mila so bi so mitiya mun jabbar ko jurana na tamlana kadariya lan ngoma kadar puna kada nan dama ta zukson za halinya man ta pagutul ma madana chakata labsar gangsubna pabna jaman tro dama da simsum kangmano ya sa hashal kam buhara yati bazang to ti bazang bablo ti bazang jelo an pahma ngun kati yan zang jale bannam da duma ta sura mana da hante kacha kata zang a ikuna atubuna a jama zang jala ban namdale ka ce min le jel tab ka tabah yol pahra puni de dahan telala ka tamal korsana adu an ni'ma kam pin kam rahma kam anti te ka ya da bir puni ka gutu ka zang le biya tun suma tumbu puni kanan da fa na duniya ngo biya na alkiyama ti sallab na sani annan bo zubuna arrahma ka zang tan ayil shala an gaham ka bol jannatul firdaus ma ka tanma ayu rasulillahi na alquran dahla barka jalla jalaluhu mimiya ko zanni mana bana masababi ya pune tal hatam po ka papam na nga baraka nang bedo ampune ko bandang alkiyama duma na chakaranya labo fo ya banna bibi nyefi ya pune duma na chalbe nyefi ya na badala fi to ka chakata min basaha ka tabial tab chan kantanga and of course yoma ka bibi kantanga ka ba pirga pa ababa gulyo ababa ngun ya bala ka ba number one star of a radio show radio number one star of a radio presenter. Thank you so much for making us the ultimate number one in radio na nga baraka nang apibo pune ya mina mabile ma duma na wacha karchan kantanga karenya gamata nya alheri ka yaltim kani ami ya rabbi rahman zungo dabsel ngotin diga kabiti dala fi ma na ma pina puna zayen da malaku zan ta paya wannan mata imana karcha kata nan gutulin sin da pina ngoma ya katalati ni mabile nya labani dabsel ngoma ka la fi kan bana ka bam min pile dum pala bachu ammi na ma pina puna zayen da malaku zan ta bakar linyi dahma ka barka diga ka baje ka digi lala zo katalan labnu sant suhr nan bu ana ala fi no son ban nan bu aka zan ta ba bambi boxe puna na lafi nang tabatan duma na ka boxe nang katare afan yi nyu twam nyu doctor nyu be nurse nyu on yen zang shel baga ne tila na on ko yadda bian karane to ti dalu kamza ha alafi to bam malbam do ngoma ya hatta suhru no pa da alafi tan bana puna ka gutu ka cince dor bambar la kam nang bong bang so ko bana jim duru nyale puna duru bi so yale talga nyu ana duru nyale duru le bulan ku nyal kara yul bonde duru to bor gobne tabu na ma sane ami ya rabbi mimmiya chakata nang tan nam gafara kum so puna ka to kuna bilkin so ma duma na chel be nyef yan ba dala fi taba nan magal si ka to bol yu ma sa ma so ma bang yen dan ya na bi wate no morla na bonle bol ma yim kan sapia bol ma tusu kan bo gul na bi ani duma na chelo nyefal no dala fi to ka chakata bilo chan kantanga o minu pambal ba o par boaza ha amin o na gul ba minu na tin chin bazan ha ta para o chel be nyef ya taba ka chakata min bazan ha ka ta bel tab chan kantanga ban so bor shel asba yonu wontan duma na wontan ba ban so zor shel min duma na won gumba an duniya iko katan arziki na alafi duma na zan latba katamin bazan hadidi da amfane na yil pambal ba na yil shawar ma ba na wace kabnya adalci ni man na wace kabnya yel man yarba kaban da banan yi gubna tubu bazan ta nayyama min da jilma zaha da alfan man duma na wace albin yafi na ba da alafi to ba kadda nasara ne mahlunci ma zan ha babbu ami ya rabbi rahman on kambulu yel mawsalun on kambulu sanna on kambulu gugalga san jelna ma duma na wace katin ya alama na kamata zan yela jil jungo da ba yi on tampu ne saratin yela dan biyan pam da sor bannam da duma no somta nan ba ka gutu ka cinci sarati balle kan palle zo dun don du sarati na woni gumti asbasu wuntan no yung saratin duma na woni gum ka tati mimiya kace tita ya panta ka zuta nan ba ka tata nasara ne niyya kamza hatan malha tumti yaba adam zaman bandan alkiyama na wacha kananya labo foya da ban kalan ka bakal mo katitin kan ka kan imani to tunna betin yafi yafuno ko gutu ka ce shirka balle kamza ha mimiya وعلى ينبون محمد حافظ the most relevant aka G face the trender fama man kan sha dapal hafizul ambala ci tobina nya si yang balcin bidib ka bizan kare su guble na bambar la na torle nab no ngar mambala radio zo ka wala de can ka jir annab yusuf shifa bian biya karpo ne ndi dirgo zo to gubla alquran na kun fa yakuno no za zo ka to gub kavana na kanala tabarakalla didi ma ka gubma ko sini majority radio ka frequency ma ni 98.3 FM ya ni yen nang shamanya. Yes, of course. Dina kanang very active on the socials, man. Apun big alama zongo program atin yen sang le chang sham. Dani yedene. Antu ti gonna some few weeks ago. Panse Gadam Ahmed Mujahid Billu Daniel ngun yinata nung concert Alhaji Aliyu Muhammad Sports Stadium. Kabol concert manu wan donia. And of course, the mala bukata na an duel shepulu duti kakamambu manima na kala yen duel shina ya. And of course, as the tradition goes on, ma. Then they nang ka program yen nang karakanati yel fans ma. The reason why they should come and support the program. Bi palal au kaule ma kakana. The mala bukata na wa'la ma kanan tapu ka pa'ba pam na dal dabu niya. Rupang mang na buku kale. Nabanda yina ticha kala tarihi ngoma kara sabson ka kanya ngoma wannan bana din su gunun bun fanga ya ami de labsa bakata kana ne tatanan ma yes da nan da ba yaka da butu kana ma yitu an kyam gartab ma ka shanga dana malsal ka samsun da malsal ba da bad now yes al kawli ma pal baka kana ma and for that reason kasan yala ngum be studio ngopu ne fase gadam yala ngum biane and of course Hussein ganya ngum be studio ngopu ne let's see what happen tiyo yala programmer I mean pre-production puika programmer mamma na kana ma dan kam da bi repu ne kanyi sawara we are going to be looking at it and of course production ma mamma programmer mamma as in stage sound lighting I mean getting them then da yoga security as in performances practice. I mean, yell comes and had done kakumbal bukata never reacted to it. As far as the program is concerned, we are going to be doing it. Yeah, kakanatele pre-production ma production ma dinyanga. I mean, what next for Gadam Nation? I mean, what next after the concert ma? The zan hatinya la banye le zongo dapsilonga. Of course, think kanata acknowledge Banjol to on Facebook and of course Banjol to on TikTok ma later on the flip side of the show. But right about now, we're taking a minute of a break and it love now. I mean, like I said earlier on, Warama Punya Ban the studio mapuni. Then we go straight into the discussion here. Once again, majority radio mbongo. So on can now.
Yo, call him Satrenda. Mix them. He might the old one can. He might the one can rule the friendly issues. He might the one can control issues. He might the one can step around. Trend. Make that trend. One man have mix them.
Right. Changum mama bangane kama moto biano kama moto. La chakanta la bale. Augum moto shel sangoma. Aku tuonyale. Kana lugule kamzasa. Dipa Alhaji Mark Motors inside Senya House. Bukono to tala moto sound. Aipa ya Alhaji Mark Motors inside Senya House. Kachang lugule kamzasa teda. Na unga farande la kunkwara. Chachang lo sare. Chakan yala onkwara moto shanga. Ome Senya A. Kama Senya Dash A. Me Senya Sababu. Ete table Senya Escort. Kama Senya Express. Senya Combien. Senya 42B. Senya 90A. Senya 11. Then get the bolma fukala kama sanya ivame moto ken na won gafara banye pukarba ente table bankam kora ka kora bandira bu bor moto shanga de maliya kana tozan lo kubuka da tiba yum pi malchera cha to bola lela moto ngo den ka de bole sanya ivame moto ken bu konkonya bamal lela nyele ka me sanya dash 8 plus ente table sanya 42C to chaka yana lela ne ngoma bu konkonya ne bu shaban ye moto da pansa sa ka pigul bole no wal gira amita moto kamza samba biya kalpala balka da don ranan la mama muhammad wula wai jira wai yim na karnyela bana yelena do di pa bara wun wajira lushe polo kamzasa fit one ka dongoma chamta da wajira pepe sasa dem debsane wajira kama howju dash 5 and the table howju dash 2 kama howju dash 3 and the table howju express ka flan number jamdele den masa sambabia ai bor la to nyele ni furjiro sar won kat bole Alhaji Mark Motors inside Senya House lana nyele ko la me moto jetem bole howju dash 8 karma small tank and the table big tank this sasa to nyelo sane to chakam ban na ga mabia ka bang ne kama hal ai dalla moto no mo malak pashanga to zan service le howju oya tinyadem debsane and the table sanya oya bu konye ni bushabambale ana borale la moto ni mo pass sasa na gbagire ato nyele besane bu konye banye ni bushabane tuta moto palle garan de ne kasa moto korona kanya abora na chaba ka balance ba bu konye bane to non lata kasa moto palle ma piga Alhaji Mark Motors ni yela ni sanya and the table howju company yengambala so ai bora howju moto palle kamza sa ala kana yala Senya House Alhaji Mark Motors sane anyela nguyanya howju moto ni sasa na gbagire for man ye poloka yenya Alhaji Mark Motors yala Senya House benyane ni shabam de la sha police station main gate mane bemin ba bala danse ala nya ni songun chante yi yala rana about shale de bi la sha police station la na ka la West Hospital anya ba no dirgo so police station shelton bole gap energy bemin ba bi la lo yanga kama ma ka chante pa ban ba biya ai chanka bata moto mangle ye kabla na ga farana bo alorta mel ba tangal miya 054 9096537 020 6415 barkat bole Alhaji Mark Motors inside Senya House white money na ga farashe kabla gum engine sound
Mabiya ya ni swimbo dunia ngoso besondesto tibongai atibonya alambi nanga mbombo
يم يعني ينو ملبو مسورا يتا كل كبان من سعيني لان دام الانفان ني يابام سو تلام لتبا نتتوك دوت جنيني ابو اجوا هبا كلينيك من امبو هبا كلينيك مبلا ابو اجوا هبا كلينيك من امبو هبا كلينيك نيهيا ان لا انتم نبكوا دوت بيهغون ان هاباتايتس بي سبل دورو بابيلغا بين بوعو اسما شكر دورو جيتولي باسي تلون كون دولن سورغو دوت زا شوا توبلم توام كالنسي سون بولن يلبين مانشي دور سوارا ننن بن سبل تبان بن جولزا ابو اجوا هبا كلينيك من امبو heba clinic no kuli tene le kuli nya doro ka mai gande ma shela abo ajuwa man umbo heba clinic yentaba ne tiladan gamwo ba ma laboratory machine dan murta de yuna doro bang ne dor soarle ne doro de yipolo sabye besani de la yel karawuma nyamla abo ajuwa heba clinic man umbo heba clinic abo ajuwa heba clinic biela so jale blog bi lo le so amje kwelba gumel man kuli saya to bu office man kuli bala kambo heba clinic mi be savlugo tulis bi rama den yisa vulgu bariela anu zazo ami yisa vulgu tonkunu kuntamale la spirama nye babu anu jirgu so namba nam yana 0245 735 738 na 020 679 5644 abwajua heba clinic man umbo heba clinic duro kamner tilabia tisani
Partin telefu wari, paden gala chirne fatari.
Tirium God. Gana nimni nata company shale. Man pa konyur song bebanyurani. Denye Active Sports Water. Denye vena nam sana. Pwale ne yak jam ne kabye. Be biakulo zonzongal ne kabye. Active Sports komo ne paha nang bana kwam. Shikar kadane. She a lafye vitamin shanga aning bana ne bora. Denye vitamin B6, niacin, pantothenic acid, nukumangle, folic acid babiadene, caravialpam, te papa bia sung, denyala de mal zest lemon tamalse, bomvena active sports water, malgalong, sashel kam, carapahaning bana kwam. Niya, I bought the niism, Walmatangal Mungo, 0244 872810.
On the mix.
Mix them. Yeah, what know the name again? Mr. Trainer. Him the one can train all issues. No one can block. No one can touch. No one can touch it down. Mix them. Seize them all. Mohammed have mix them. Yeah, what know the name again? Mr. Trainer. Him the one can train all issues. No one can block. No one can stop. No one can cut it down. Yeah, what know the name again? Mr. Trainer. No one can block. No one can cut. No one can cut it down. Now we need
Yes, mimi bahati ma kala studio ngopuni ya. And of course, once again, check and puka pa apam yuma ka bebe kantanga kanang katara ba majority radio. The malabu kata na minazang hapuka pa ang production team avin yalang gala haja Abubakar Sadek na Polo Parara, executive producer mbala, and of course Ahmed Nali no Muhammad Dokurugu Hatim Rula barambi production ma puno kada kanna talatan puka pa abapam. And of course, once again, check and tiga anati social ang bumumanya la majority radio ka program ma minye majority trenders radio wahlo yun mo Muhammad Hafiz di nan karanya la ano yo bala program ma alkawli ma ka tasabbu su halama kana won kadariya puna katanya via pag zungo dabselongo katalabna nyanya tento box la alkawli ma. And of course di nan kano very active on the social ma. I'm sure by now apunya signals ma high reactions ma apunya la dan kana ato zungo program ma tin yen sang le chang ya. All right, yes, antu tig a few weeks ago fansa gadam daniel won nang show Alhaji Aliyu Muhammad Sports Stadium pak te talman bala ka bolen one don concert shele unda no umi Shatta Wale ma. Yes, concert ma na nagi drama la bukata no ukanata puka pa ni voksha banda ng kat pang mga kanata support la show ma. And of course katinyanya yito asyanga den da biri pune kamar kabor reactions. I mean, we always do this tit and ka show na gung ma review to kan mana la show ma pune. And of course den katakana na to boss theater ka bandol to on Facebook ma tapo ya ka papa. And of course din kana ba kana on Facebook ma. Yes, page ma la majority radio ka 98.3 ma karinya den table shabian bidan to search on Facebook ma kanya page ma but kana ba min majority radio page ma because of the lesson number shanga dem biru so ma, but that's just the official page the bien. And of course on my personal handle TikTok GFace the trender ni ma na ba tabi ni ma ya kana che online radio ma ba tenang active very well ni ma kana che www.majorityradioonline.com. yes lela sura na ngoma za hazayin de kam ka pigi to mina po hani yutaba the rest of man is already in the studio. And of course Hassan Banyala ngombiane sama al hakane to ko pilla jima za ha don kamal bukata na tutun kagle zongo dabsina ngotun tun kagle. It is just about thank you. And of course the production wise ne yalla kamza da abiri pune nti hadan nam ka to ko zonzongale mpiri pune nyanya din yen chansham ya. Ya ba san kalbo ya.
Yes, Tumala Wafi.
Yalla kam chan vin yalla nga.
Yellow come champion,
Yalla
yellow.
Rasta.
Yeah.
My brother also.
What's up with you?
Half an hour.
Yeah, everything cool.
Yeah, everything like that.
Everything nice.
Everything I will.
Okay. Rasta man.
I will never rest out.
No, ma rasta on wa ka zabro mo.
Okay. Yeah, come on, Karen.
I'm a rasta artist. That's true. Kamiru wa understand, but rasta man nya in person.
Yeah.
But people man ko je ma ula ka na mo zabro ma style du ka bon na nga zabre. To understand.
Je peux pas jouer à plus on never boy. Non.
Do pani.
Bon,
Bec de pa.
I'm boy.
No me yarle.
But me remember I'm
I know.
boy. But you know boy yeah no boy no tell you.
Hindi ko kachi almost. Mama niya no shampoo man kamari never bought.
Chaso siya anjalo no.
Okay, donc on a notre pour nya. No kabra na majira. But before ikalor ma.
Kala.
Ba do show la person so ko ba tamer kamel. Show ko to no na tanel ma la ba nagi bilagi. Ami hal ko ko ba ta. Na show no na kalenda. Den in kana ma la sama kala kinya.
Tinye pamba. Tabia ka tinye. Alva. Masha Allah.
Wa ba vaya.
Ba ito ba ba?
Vamos con.
Ay zombie
Vamos na. Alaji la shuru ya mpu na uzo na ni la zo na no future no yi kurawa.
Ito la lo ko sa ka ito po ya.
Itu pura no no zarwa no ai ya. Bo ka fin de da lo ku le. No ale ya. Pa no no. Anyway, Alaji na shuru pura ka para pam. Thank you so much for doing the monitoring ya. Right, yes, stay in the interview shall tell you no ma. It is just I'm sure that yes, anticipation ma pum be very high pam.
Yeah.
Can ni pum buhara buhasi can you ask today and no
Yeah,
but
yeah,
like
yeah.
we always do. I mean, show no kun no. I mean, mala I'll call you man yame. If you fix the show, people will come.
Yeah.
I like France woman
Yeah.
and always I many you come and say thank you to
Yeah,
them.
yeah.
I mean, of course, the shell nang me kaba me a better picture of Lele than
Yes.
but any other issues when I don't like you know yawa issues and balama.
Yeah.
Right. So how do you feel now after the show? How do you feel now? You were very stressed before the show.
Yeah, so I really no I cannot do it. Nda yera ni ka do na. Join my ya.
Okay. Yeah.
Kama de man like about instrument peli.
Okay.
So we mon so je peli ya na la. Kan je por ka do la. So peli ma sa. Adene.
Okay.
Fans man la wur ma subjele shen ma. La drapa udara de.
Okay.
She yung ma kan ka de wala benda ko terma signals. Benda ko yar ka de tibbe swele. Benda ko te kanda ma brashri yila fe nyanga.
Wonderful. Wonderful. All right. And interview mo tiyan ng shama tiyan ko lem irin shuma and zankana. But Mr. Hassan would speak more.
Yeah.
But yung muna ko in chairman in between.
Okay.
But mostly I am no shoe. Sometimes I look at what calls for the show.
Okay.
Kaman ngo ka album Daniel, ka EP Daniel, ka yila ka that opera. But what again? Take us through as to, I mean, was it the show that the fans were looking for?
Okay.
Yini da board na no show ma to fans ma which la den mo de ba yi den sana.
Okay. So bisharin da generate show ma na nyam ka de wala. Malizel na. Real number. Malizel na.
Now.
Da fi mo.
Da ba yi la mazel.
Malamba.
Abba.
Malizel na.
Yala ne to be chen vin yanga. Shinyi la malizel. Abba ngba.
Because nda po ye na te dungone. Nda yele ya ma na nyele zang te fas garam.
Okay.
Do kuma la ka de fas garam ne ya ma na zang te dagbang no ma.
Okay.
Di kana yila pour ma.
Okay.
La no ka yila ma industry ma karnya amana zang te fas garam. De tunu kar mala ka de wula be yar bu chen vin yanga.
Okay.
De tula de tum ne yina ente bang na non shamya. Malizale.
Okay.
So malizale na tra malizale.
Abba.
Ncha so ma yo ya. So comme ça tu vas commenter un peu dio.
Okay. Wato bandirgo kanyi non selmo azana so fia boy ka bandirgo yina.
Bu shak kam zadan pun nang da. Cikan yila ba sha wa chaw kan ti to shel.
Okay.
Da ban yila tun ka ta pun ya. Turi ne zayin ka kam za tur balak kam. Bu tu gadam.
Okay.
Because man kana ta cikar non yigare.
Okay.
Ma zongo nir pamiya ban dir amfana da pune.
Okay.
Pun dir amfana pun ma ya. To beaucoup de man flowers car y problem.
Kaman wula ka cheka legrabi la pune wula.
Correct.
A investment nang da pune.
Di ngala pamiya different types signal.
Okay.
Because in pira da ban yila pune ya. Like ire de kunya ka de wula ka chanti yele. Kanyo hata.
Okay.
Legra kar pune. Man ko disani ya. Yego pamiya use fast garam sheka yoma.
Okay.
Angela bo. Lele zo ka pa ma yu pae.
Okay.
Ne nyela ungrateful. Nan kan ni sesele.
Okay.
Ne zang la legra bato ne. Kaza ni sesele la nyanga.
Okay. Yeah.
Aget la bo. Lele la ma puni. Tam bi halle. Bi ko yel bi setan kam ku ya abu yoma ne pombo vura.
Okay.
Abu yoma ne pombo vura.
Okay.
Hala yuli from ayen yitamal mo chang nearby villages na titam jama.
Yeah.
Man impir charge bi halle ka so kam te charge ra.
Okay.
Zongo bi ko lambol so show. Beaucoup de leur can 50 millions.
Yeah, of
beaucoup
course.
de leur can 60 millions.
Okay.
Aget la bo. But pour le can from 50, 60, 70, la ka chang halle. From last year ma try 10,000 on chang 15,000.
Okay.
So te genre te mot mesel mo first line change. Rate card malam to ham.
They don't change me.
Abba. So bal comes out together.
Okay.
Mami mala one go dinge de sane di encheka menen tabzasa tuzuge angela bo dinin suka nye ka batura kan yaran fans mfan nya ka gum ka baturma shin kan yunu ba ka baturma cha baturma ka tuzora domin biyar li gadar darje angela bo so nyala ngom face pam dagban yila pune so tunan ka dagban yila yam boy tunan kariya sam de zaleta la na kalula nitkata malle nzangzale so mal zale
karkan ma but nowadays you still hear people saying that ajeni nirbo zoi ajena tab zoi la mapune you hear that
to gumda min gawuna to expect ne so comme ça de yara dem fiala
okay yeah
ngala bo so ngono ma to ko expector le to de buku yara mostly be my favorite
okay
par bo me attention mal de la favorite ma zo car mi ta favorite ma zo so bu yeno shem yam ka de wula she be create propaganda shell against you di yan gentry image ma be di yan cheka mo gaza ya na ma to ngere to shanga mal yara but the reality ay ba bu su bi puni to mi ka de wula da ba yira tamma
Wow, wonderful. Let's look at the concept. One Dawn concert as in title. One Dawn concert title in ma. I mean, I know your team might have brought it up. That this concert ma something that you want done. I mean, were you cool with the title, and are you still cool that concert ma you da bundela one Dawn?
Yes, because din da nan karin yala mane Shatta Wale yan nan la particular concert ma
Okay.
Shatta Wale baza Bondola Wandon.
Yeah.
Ka Fansagaran baza ka Bondo Wandon.
Yeah.
So the best thing is to name the show was just a Wandon.
Okay.
So din da chika ni ka to name le Wandon ma. And again, ni pam da shir di table ngun shin ye Wandon la 90 ma.
Okay.
Because ni aduna that from back to back. Bit ma da yaya.
Okay.
Angirabo. Ni pam do ma ka da jamle. Kariyala.
Yeah.
Time.
Okay.
Because most women know ma.
Okay.
Ni fa jama sa jamia. We hang them.
Okay.
Yeah,
sure.
So it was
So the new one
there's
now
no we regret it.
and of course after the concert
Yes.
you still go by the fact that
Yes,
right.
yeah.
So quick one under Kumalishel na ayel fans man. I mean as in under Pena Park man. Yes, a feeling that could Pena Park man pune kama irin but Pena Pumpo I banya tike I'm so I am na villain jam. Now the war. We got to the last hour.
The idea of we putting it at the yellow side, man.
Okay.
Come on, dig and check.
Oh, okay.
Because I know the right side, man.
Okay.
The other side, man. This space.
Okay.
Which one, man, puni? This space, money, means my side, my speech, man.
No, of course, yes. Many man go and well. I want me to do a street.
So I could do a street.
So I could come and do a 7 layers.
Yes. So I come at 10.
Okay.
And all that to show up on it. Gonna show up on it.
Okay. Parkman inside the man.
Side man, not gonna.
Okay.
So the work I do, I need from Daniela. Probably don't mind long.
Okay.
The matter pellet too much.
Okay.
I get a so you are put on to the up for me.
Okay.
Until the king of the man. Wow. Now you have to the man got the investment mazasa thing yellow back.
Okay.
Abba.
Okay.
So it was a great show.
All right. Very well. So I feel this man we'll come back and look at the investment, the cost in it, Hassan. I mean, you guys made a decision as to show Sheldon and Nongoma. Francis said, "My mazana new industry malura wobbly show malezale." I mean, karatam yelanga that would be no yelanga.
Okay.
In that la ni shall in that Nongoma at the end of it, ma Iran balania the palliating ya.
Fans garam pun yale good. It's good now. Fans garam pun yale. I mean the excitement level shall them be team money.
Okay.
But in fact tam do tumu tena ku yisamba polo. Nte po bantu katar ka bay.
Okay.
Interview ngoma nirbo pam gulleme.
Pam.
And I think tundana kana lagarma dandana check at
too much.
Sunda ya na mi tunan da la min wala bi electronic no tuni kuna tembo la Fidelity Bank ka ba ta jiya ka ba machine la takana
wa so dine dara kita kaya dame kiba
No,
bana tunu ko en shot
55
so to puro pam ka para ben come to Qatar ka ba to nta nko ya Ghana.
Okay.
Because the genitally mutility northern one Congo.
Because so many people came from Kumasi.
And yet on the Kumasi road, Arana Kutola new hotel from Saturday. Hotels no ko pale. Karinyola aku genda. Nirubin yir Katansene Yoma. Kana program mazo. So it was a good thing.
Right.
Now the excitement level Sheldon da beating woman and Yame. There were a lot of innovation Tanzania.
Yeah, sure.
Program woma zoko.
Okay.
Karanyama na kaman kama unya mal zelma.
Okay.
I am malben shazal karabatam kalan zomara ngwari chedesu. So there were a lot of things that we brought on.
Okay.
Kanangle. Ka feel proud that to nangle.
Okay.
Kar usually te ban shagban babin wana nubutan lahin yana tun da nan lishan ma ka ba into lele
Okay.
Abanong better. You get it. Kamatan da pun kukro initiative ma of going to the sports stadium.
Yeah.
It wasn't an easy thing.
No, it wasn't. It was risk involved.
It was risk involved
Yeah.
because tento kunang da ka at the end of it the learner chang ka tabe chang la.
Okay.
But this particular program now nga fara dagbang nama Ghana nama northern region all the 5 northern regions the past 16 regions ma. But I will fancy gadam yorla.
No, of course.
The yorlam was too much.
Okay.
From the beginning of Shatta Wale na airport. Good kama boy bozoka tra pale.
Yes,
one dawn.
Yeah.
Nung tam da bi airport ma puni. Shatta Wale na ko yina from the arrivals. Ora ko rema one dawn ka yago nungu ka gadam ka ti puni.
Okay, yeah.
Gana za musician so address fans gadam as one dawn she Shatta Wale.
Yeah.
Yes. I can remember trat be lorun ba ko kolu. Benda ko tu yina ko nani Ankara media ni yarano bezo ko bon ma wando ko mbogo bo me van so kampi be zanyala wando.
Okay.
Before even the birth of this program.
Okay.
You get it?
Yeah.
So to have that the program one down concert was not a mistake.
Okay.
Orapilan yelma kaman onda bulu ne banang kilaba. Mami ni kilaba mbam. Shatta Wale yilamba.
Yeah, of course. Francis said it here.
The thing that came to his mind first was one down mbolangun one down. Dong na banga kabe and produce it.
Yeah.
So calling the concert one down concert was not a mistake.
Okay.
I think it was a good thing that the team did.
Okay.
And kadagbang min ganaza ta'dile.
Okay.
Tukana tetapok.
So to pick him from the airport, man, he arrived same day. In Shoma Damsel Asabre Dale around 2 p.m. Of course.
Yes. So when da nang sham nyame, you know, he comes with his team.
Okay.
So production team, 4 of them came a day before.
Okay.
Advanced team, road manager, Mawina.
Okay.
Mawina mini o team da shimna on Saturday.
Okay.
So when da arrive, Mbro Hussein and da chanta Boba Airport.
Okay.
Zambatai Bishapul Binyambi. Then got going around in Lere Binyarni and Chanvi Yalanga Sham. Then we started production on the 7th.
Okay.
Then on the 8th mama kabapana.
Okay.
So if ma daleka Shatta Wale da yi Ankara mpana.
Okay.
He came with about 18 people.
Okay.
Yeah. Plus udalang mama fans shabam jani ka supporter kar man fi yalanga.
Of course, yes.
Udang ma ba tikiti na man tapa. So there were about 25 in total number.
Okay. The number that came out on 25.
Including Wale himself.
Yes,
it was 25. Yes.
For one done concert, we
For one
25 kid fly from Accra.
We flew 18 people.
Wale mi bazan fans. So
Yes.
in total, you had 25
people coming from Accra with Shatta Wale.
Wow.
So opabana
Okay.
Daniela all arranged.
Okay.
Oberankara nta biyen yiside shale. Ko kola gadam.
Okay.
Kayulo no how kaman boka ko difila vin yalanga. Operations nye wula zanchang opabana kati yo we are on it.
Okay.
So unda pana and he requested that Obola fancy airport money.
Okay.
But drapin yel na tabo board na tanang flute.
Yeah.
So we wanted Fancy to be in town.
Okay.
Shatta Wale pana katkata poko no. He wants Fancy to be at the airport.
Okay.
So those wakatra you see Tamal with Fancy.
Okay.
That the Fancy to welcome.
Okay.
If you see on Facebook or ever social media, share your limit.
Of course.
Unda shina sham ominga damnara welcome tab sham.
Okay.
Kata porta piana dagbang.
All right.
So tunda pa na tampuni, you know, there's a need tonko bedu yisamba na kanang nama nunkuram bedu badadwa betu zo, you know. So that's right.
Okay.
Kataragal na yama.
So from the airport, what was the first stop?
I think we stopped at Chua na yile.
Yes.
Okay. Naman kataragal katachang tamal da Sane.
Okay.
Tramal niya na tagal pamba time.
Okay.
Dabo to sai. But to two makatarana.
Okay.
So tra pala Chua na yile. Yap Chua na yile. With all due respect. Ntingin for ma vin yalanga.
Okay.
Blessity.
Okay.
And urazon onwel na zin kom dem jani. Zantitenin kurambala bambia around. You were very happy.
Yeah.
Kati yilma na kachang yap da chang basane.
Okay.
Ko bata blessity.
Quick one. No yema anda wumko yer about o business shell on ma o Shagzi transport.
Yes.
Nda wume ne amilo yel na
He wants to bring it to Tamale. Yes.
Okay.
He wants to bring it.
All right. So they're actually yel na yel.
Of course. So he said it, and we are in talking terms with it. He'll bring it here.
So fast forward, man. I mean, float da banang but oku kilap so hotel.
Yes.
And then he went had his rest.
To nyamba sa adan dana.
Okay.
Float mati yel na tabo boar lama. Ta fans ma yel ni shiba nangle. We tried as much as possible to contain it.
Yeah.
Because till that nung la flute ma dran jem nung helmet pot.
Yeah.
So there was still some stress. But this actually then that you have that young Chang airport. I mean, the hotel money.
Yeah.
Nirba ni shibu bazanga dam kuna zangwane. So arani palawas
okay.
You know, so lala karada arrange bampai they had a little meeting. Kominga dam di fila opabna welcome in the hotel.
Okay.
Kagadam na yinang but to prepare for the night.
All right.
So that was his arrival and his
you guys had a pre-production meeting.
Yes.
I mean, where you got artist managers, you got DJs, MCs, and whoever was a matter.
Yeah.
I mean, to concern of
the program. Yes.
So, did it yield that any?
Of course. There are yielded very good results.
Okay.
Because I lay tamani yerma program ma trazan la bampala kam kana.
Okay.
Den ko mun kar chanve yeranga.
Okay.
That was the first of his kind kanya katen program kalam artist managers. Because till there ma time ma.
Yeah.
Ayatin da manage time ma shama. Till da bu manage la. Kai to abenda nan.
Yeah. Okay.
Because gadami and duna stage 4. Tamalaka Shatta Wale and
Shatta Wale with them the woman the child.
Yes, and Omalo tradition share it has become part of his brand. Oboran no diam ni bia.
Yeah. Yes.
La ko bi.
Oh God. Airport. No, Charlie. You see me off from the see on the one side. Well. No one is percent, 1%. Yeah. So, you know, don't go through with time here because so for regular friends there. Personal things that you have enjoyed or learned from him.
So that was how it happened.
Okay.
You
are talking about the production as an artist, man.
Good, as an artist, man. Come on, the first time, man. Karena jen lam artist managers, but tera lam bame.
Okay.
Kata filanya mna kaman. We needed to manage the time.
The time, very important.
Because Ansanzana come at the programs.
Of course, especially this one.
Especially this one.
Yeah.
But then information from people, Shama. We needed to make sure that we don't fail them.
Okay.
So tenda mitaba. Tiyel panada nyame. Time and ma, how do we do it?
Okay.
And yeah. Then katim madagba kama instead of waiting ka artist time pie ka to be phones or call or no atanka yabi.
Okay.
Why not continue a designated venue for artists?
Okay.
Kaba biro pune. Instead of the time pie car call a look program shaka to manageable. Don't na minzang letete. Loud.
Okay.
Look to yel neten nula tem managila dunjoy mane as tama 11 tiam pala du traffic yam don her Charlotte.
Yeah.
Na wunji ko nyale. So kata ban kama te bom chapolo nzang artist man loje banang the pool. So katra ye chapeau ban na wedding receptions ma in the fold ma a very nice place. Katom bus decorator.
Okay.
Ko zang coursenante decoratele.
Okay.
Kata bokoma with drinks. Yes. Grama tenda design shama. I needed to the return on the scene picture.
Okay.
Yes. So la katra nangle. Kan you ise bahara pool. So I be sambara pool to kill na blin
there are children.
Okay. That was for artist member managers.
Okay.
DJ nama.
Nice.
So tenda nang lama kayel ba namane. So kan pang mamon ko kana program man 10:30.
Okay.
So help post in social media.
Okay. Yeah.
And brashir pa ala kaule. 10:30 maza. Trapon mala about 4 artists ka.
Okay. Yeah.
And so we are going to use this opportunity to thank the artists, the supporting artists.
Yeah.
They actually worked with us in regards to that man. Because then dajin baka yala bashama la kabra barana.
Okay.
So 10:30 za trapon mala about 4 artists. Kabijia mamin da receiver ba.
Okay.
Then nan ka lure bitar pak man ma. Mun kam kana man ne zalan lure. In changdin dole mane.
Okay.
In tekko.
Okay.
In zona hal na dvumane. In tiyo ka ba 20 jine. Kanu la mali mamin ko mazalba.
Aba.
La ka
Okay.
Kama chile kanyura.
Very well.
So I think that user la walkie talkie shangama. So my receiver mana and communicating to the production manager ndani is Dean. Tiya chantu na tiya stage man yeto.
Okay.
And communicating to is Dean. So is Dean artist mo pana.
Okay.
So check out DJ man aware.
Okay.
Timiramba la two faces. Dole ni ambol shaba. Na DJ Carlos ni ambol shaba.
Okay.
And another thing I want to say is thank you for those two MCs. They did very well.
Okay.
Well, dollar bara doing around 10. ko tra pa ba zone pam with regards to time and ma so unta banda kunnan kabin shaka nan kabin katamin sound check na as early as 11 tra start la program. As early as 11 the first artist from Savannah region Kuglichiwan he was already on the stage. So that was how we were able to manage the time and then everything was
right. Fast forward. I mean, the idea to have a different view in the stadium. We all know that maybe show them that start them the race the laps along polo. If I start them park man and thing come on. I mean, stage is not yellow seat ma karnye. I mean, pools ma nyanga. I mean, bunesang la idea.
So it was an innovative thing that the team wanted. And Nabisha Lambian to Nubama la misconception shale. Come on, Gadam Pia Lumi. Angela straight line ma. The numbers contain stronger than 10,000 chapuluma. Because the wala volume no signal, the wala you know, pin side. And view that was the reason why we took it there. Muhammad, it is something we've been doing all these years. We have done it for about 6 times. 6 years, Sambala. That could be the same place. So we thought it was that's another wow thing. More to nakara believe no ijilango. Yeah, of course. It turned out it triggered them to sit and watch. So those numbers ma was one. The comfort of the patrons was another factor. Traboran makar ale ni po kusmana vel pam. Jeune yalanga de yanchikatenye la view ma. Now stage ma tambalango katra zang stage mana. But the binyar pam da yilang karana. So try yarlum kanuru understand kama anyed sound. Katambalango sound da. LED lights in the screens ma katamalong karina those are yim nankara but the stage itself is from Tamale. So tinyan zalama tileme mamba shangatin expecter ma to born so jeune ka le new problem. So jeune ka le new problem. So anyam katra project television shalam bango pa project shalam bango kana nche dumbi backdrop ma ko face apa kuma face ni roma so drama la 3 angle views. For that event, we had the extreme left, the extreme right, and the middle. Karkunya dinya nanka program ma viela. Dozoka trazalma. So arrangement of staging for Nirbama Zazalbo is something new.
Very well.
And
it really added up because High Shabian, but they just wanted to be part of the history.
Yes.
Sakama didn't I change my program? So I could for some video ma. Maybe I to go na hash of bull never to make a yashel afa from Diane so this are picture those are your mark problem. The stage, the sound, and the lighting as to the standard maybe performance. Of course, it looks like the space of the stage bar was even more than 10 years. It was that wide.
We wanted to have everything under control. Then the sound too, it worked. But at the tail end ma that word na
sound ma
sound ma because 10,000 sound it was different from 10,000 the sound look any dadam shabanda be stadium man so kami dayan jin zuksa try 360 kashabna betang ban mo to akan yarama try malabayam el park ma zuksa sitin ma kashabna zatang ban so that tells you the number of people who recorded. We have never had these numbers.
Yes, numbers. Okay. So numbers, as in numbers, would you guys say that this is the thickest of a number you've gotten at the stadium?
This is the thickest.
Number one, I didn't gar show shall come.
Yes, because looking at numbers, ticket number shakatung kwai.
In terms of the last submission, okay, but Basham Yarman command, I mean, support the Denmark.
Because I are successful.
Bam answer
can look at the passport. Numbers of tickets shall don't wait. This are in part ticket map. I am the number of tickets shall don't pay. That's sure successful.
Oh, Abba. Okay.
Because I mean, you free gate kind of piara.
Shaku yo.
Share that ticket.
So numbers ngoma man ka show kama no.
Man ticket shano kwa. The gar show come na minno.
Okay. So apart from your social and
money.
abane le yo ko show pa ka ne. Anya ni social and ngoma. Ni social donc.
The mama ko show no ma sokto no ma show pi. So the so piara. Yeno no show no shele. Show no pi na so piara. So ya. Je no
Asho mi ma tena sin no. Ani ga tumo be ala kunyale.
Como chama bro?
Social ni pila.
I never.
Wow. Musi mangala because VIP ma alele. Wallo nam da kanalo. Hey, kazamatu ma ku 20 chefs taba.
VIP konko advance hara ko over 300,000.
Advance tickets ma konko kwa.
300,000. Ka show na bazani.
Para so.
Di yara ni di yara.
Na reject am na to
So
Anya show su you la pa say. Mboro kama wewe na alla karo
ya ba Frank advance ticket. Unko konda kwa kama 1,200 tickets. Mira kwa
regular VIP
kan
da to jina hobe jinda ko.
Ranya celebrity delivery.
Okay.
So ni pesa charge 10
Ba surati ya manara ku pala table ayo samban mane. Mun pa ticket ma tala.
Mun shout. To mun manda ku ma ya be. Don't abora. 5 one bichana.
Hala ra mala limit.
She exemption.
Picture na. Don't want pull up. Okay, with 6.
No, ni kana da pam.
Okay.
So no mane asan ma.
Okay. And the guys did so well.
Charlie, ntona chini niko kanda pale zonto so obu njala ka nko kanto nyo ka mi hon ko zane ka yanko haran ticket ko yeko da 20 to kalba.
Uma shirka da 20.
Uma shirka da 20.
Uma shi wa.
No, I want 50. Aya abo, so gada mission wa ira uma too much lo. Wallahi. So I mean simplement ya ba no all ifila dio.
No man ye. Mpulo yo to ane be shama. Di kala ma ba ga ma so bi onyin lagre. Cham ka koro. So
before ko na yo so telle ba ti bara zanda. That was so yes, but I never much love.
Maybe asan min labna ala san katinyanya. I mean sometimes this production shanga den nang de manyala. I mean ala san nem nang ya, I mean is din nem nang ya, jaman nem nang be shakam za is to suit you first.
Yes.
Because you are going to use the space, you are going to use the sound. And then you stay shall be nang ma. I mean when you came up on stage, were you satisfied with the production that was done as a performer?
Yes, because I really this is not the first time got to
Okay.
Because Sako the manufacturer I'm sure ma. No.
Okay.
And then we could disaster chala neurosane.
Okay.
Because we can't need to pam zanchang.
Okay.
Different polo.
Yeah, sure.
Anyala bo. Tono ndilishamo. Shabam bejo.
Okay.
Pagare borno na babu kutoy. Babu kaso kini to ndilele arziki.
Okay.
Because I'm sure na anyeler ma back.
Okay.
Did you get
Of course.
So Chimanguna is the Muna you brain behind it.
Okay.
Because I'm only production manager. So big up to Isdin.
Okay.
Then I team master because I turn Kasokam beside entire Tumbun and Tom.
Okay.
So big up to 5M crew ma.
Okay.
Can I fans ma Tukutopu Yana Kama Elan wood too much love.
Okay.
I will have scatter promise Kama the Wula Tin Nagi. Tinchaki feel.
Okay.
Feel the man Kumartama.
Aba so feel ma tan Canadian Alasan Chaka Labna San Katinya ya. Living in your getting ma. I mean do you mean I mean smoothness of entry. They have promise on the 6 gigs or 5 and then you will 5.
Mami pak mama la 6
gigs. Okay.
But at
the end where phone that you
there's a reason behind that.
Okay, let's listen to the reason.
Pak authorities mamang blank operator 2 gates.
Okay, don't cook
yes, the parme hala chang ma banna dag banna bazan I don't know where goes can yes the so the permanent closure nyere muna la 2 gates ma the dalen da che kataba yole
okay
ama dan kan balam kabe pak ma puna halbam operator shale
Okay.
tra yole me
Okay.
but still the pressure was too much
Yeah.
so I later mala main VIP ma tra yole
Okay,
me
sure.
regular ma kati yole I sirgna ben regular side ma bakatlan yole kana nche media ma ne dalan dole
Ko ma puluma.
ma pulu dun dole ma so fonda ba
4 gates and that.
yes
Ira yila gates yel kana ne put up na mo min be ponsi. I mean girls.
that's where they were. And that monitor, I mean, Sharan interview, but they were confused as to where Kabada Nanla. But that was where you were supposed to.
Okay.
But communication madanyame. Tekpa kaman the program puni. Kaman niruna kukana na sohin ma. Shakkan na kanya ba kamna tuta tumbo.
Yubu mama.
Thank you. Idan tunde ndanyo one funny guy comedian masoni ya we. We fans gara sada ka mezamba.
Lupu ya zamba ya.
Yes. Tunikana dindo no kana ni show fire. You know, but other ma comedy kuranang do. Ama shab ko biang ban niya nyam bangkan nama. Biang war la phone nama. Katom na taper na mala. So ladun do ma pulu kabra pera.
Okay.
If you are command ladies group day out. In a single form la ka na kabra dole pera.
Okay.
La particular play chelm in that do kana. So na kabra dola.
Okay.
Kana anche main gate ma if you are coming with your man who can protect you.
Okay.
And you are in a car maybe you are feeling like so no one can harm you.
Okay.
La na kabra dola pera. So 4 gates ma katra you kar regulator in and out
okay
dandalan vial de punya la tenda zallala mobile toilets ma
okay yes
mobile toilets ma da help to pump because tenda that ka regulator dundo e mane tradi be nyar kanirbo pam bor ne yira
kar they
want to
very
smoothly
okay
he rabi yir kar nyala ti yir ne ti free tamba
okay
dranya de ba na tenda zalle shamma because of the crowd
okay
ti yan zalle yiran pitch ma pulu someone might feel uncomfortable to enter so trazan nan kona shell ne communicate the stage ma zo so good mun kam da be park ma puni urami na kela la kona ma de zanama ka free ma amang veyalanga and that program na nan kan go around nin checking whether it's actually working I was very pleased with what I saw
and people were really used
to it they were there trazal ma ka bo man so ka tra bon zalni ko regulator be chabo mo boy pika yina ko tire puni te clean ka next person 90
oh wonderful
that was how beautiful it was.
That's great. What about I mean, you guys did so well. I mean, to make sure that Lauren
yes,
in the it was another thing you guys
imagine
did.
The
how
numbers,
were you able to do it?
Imagine the numbers we had.
You had allowed vehicles inside.
Stampede baby shout deadly na to now.
How are you able to manage it? Because the way the
so another thing is to the fans.
Okay.
And you been champion come on. Dagban me gana na ban like ban supporter gadam shamma
okay
de konko zora sa ay ne soku yar yeto akiba gargo
okay
ma yurle michali maltro no won chen shamma konko sa ay la
okay
because try yelme ntin yakiwum
okay
look young MP post to program
of course he was there
yes
he was in the
former MP thank you for the correction nga gatam kan yu lor na za dundo shal den kya pak ma puna ma kam yene no retwe ka traffic kunang na mane ko trair no convince ba ka chochi ko ka bazase ko trat ba la directive ma nobody should enter
very strict on
so na gatta ka kanyal ko nyama na gatta ne mutu ka ta mazale can explain it to ngonyele tinang la ka denang be ka lor nan pir pune tum bor shama den sande beauty ma look ko kumbal go lor ma mal pa ka zan
ko understand
yes ka shi in champang pi
okay
tan ya ba dunya ma yewo former MP ko tete direct ba ka so kam di mal pa ka be inside la
wonderful
so it's something that I don't know how to express our feeling as to the way people are in support
tin karati nyanya so jana mun principe ya ni yar ma shabara yusuba fala acha be ndana tarla but another interesting thing Daniela fancy gadam chamnango mana kanya you guys promised to give a bike to a lucky winner lucky plan so zang mutomato Kotum Muhammad, you try out.
I'm not plan.
So how did it happen? When you plan my first, and how was that plan delivered? Stingy maso or like a procedure madana hale kalela we know tina.
My yellow mia, you pa one my side now.
About chief to woman. To
when that nunca decided in 10 nangla event.
Okay.
It's really okay. The Simpson kama nyiri wu fans ga dan jurlam pam
Okay.
tinik di tarz ki nit dam tunum ntarta fans zasa
Okay.
yani abo ba de zalata la ne to baza ko no shop
Okay.
de wuro kuma de wula ti de mal ma pam to nyala bana demo tunum pam ntar fans yani abo katra chanti mpagi shaba wande wonye tambon tunum program shambo
Okay.
kar bana sonti
Okay.
big up to Mr. IB
Okay.
Absonic Kobe
Okay. Yeah.
kananche soccer and pa Mr. Wale
Okay.
you know they are my friends apart from me being a musician come support mama
Yeah.
nzonu ngaba
Of course.
aya so rit kamal yal mukhsarle en jama na yale
Okay.
ka mir yala depend yen chokati le go no
Okay.
nta mun bagbala bono January
Okay.
January last year January come
Okay.
bagbala ngene bon non program shambo and this is what I want ngam ka malaka dugula this is no baza give back
Okay.
to the society.
Okay.
And this is one of the things that I can do to also make my fans happy. So you can problem no one can bor can dang yelba ka man shili ka man shili.
Okay.
So ka sama ta pai ka ba dulu moto azang tama.
Okay.
Andra bo for free. Kan ko zang na. Di pa no yel ka de wula ngel for free zo zang kuna yin kan man yin non to use.
Okay.
Ni bun taroma den ti tuma la daljere ka ben son mama.
Okay.
So sunu bo zaten adalci.
Okay.
Zanti fans ma pon so.
Okay.
Ni wani sham dilala burma wa ticket kada.
Adala ticket. Okay.
Ayabo.
Being a regular VIP.
Ni regular or VIP.
Okay.
So dra na jipsi ba. Kariya rebi 69 fans so da na to dinguto ma.
Okay.
Ni dalan ticket.
Okay. Yeah.
Labo.
Okay.
So ni la ma at decide okay fine. Ticket ma pama TMP like let's say 500 tickets.
Okay.
This number ma mparazo.
Okay.
500 let's say 25 like 250 of regular 250 of VIP.
Okay.
It's a 700 ma mparazo.
Okay.
Lang ma mi sabe sabe reason non konkombel puni. Za ko.
Okay.
Kupigu so ma to
Mambala.
Zima.
Oh, okay.
Just like that.
So that was actually what happened. Okay. Okay. So and Lala is number no passion. Pumpo. I mean, how would you be able to tell that is number no pango? So we try to duplicating number shell pa tickets or.
Man problem ya. I don't know what do when that well moon dima. And that's a well.
Okay.
Shemo Salama can't confirm. All right,
okay. Hamid. Okay. So Hamid came
because to stick my own
okay. Good one. Okay.
So Jimmy Cambo, you remember my asking right in Bala.
Okay.
She confirmed.
Okay.
Okay.
So and Munda Dilma, what I know you are Malsha.
Don't do Shema.
Malsha Kumbo Swallow.
So I think I pack up party. You're doing it.
Okay. So Muradili.
And that could do yes. Just like that.
So what I know Muradela small farm. For a little Peter here.
Yamisha. Let us share my Zasa. Shelma. For the man. Shelma. Anyway. We want to acquire a ticket. Let me ticket. Let's take gas.
Okay.
Ajay Mariam.
Okay.
Ajay Mariam. Ticket Mamuda told for free.
Pito.
Well, we're better free.
Pito.
I'm not believe from Apple.
Okay.
Regular one.
Okay.
The Bible got that I don't know 20.
Okay.
That Vietnam.
Okay.
20 ma.
Okay.
Tell my boss.
Okay.
Because one more photo can program.
Okay. Yeah.
Chema. Piga filima.
Wow.
That's give my is good.
No, the taruga. Okay. So after Unzomano winning motorbike ma, I mean even online taba. I mean
yes, so
any public
motor ma who try your family reach out with me.
Okay.
No car to pull. I'm buying that now. You can.
I could do maza. Fala.
So no feel frozen, feel free until moto ma pipes
Okay.
ye tazo ndalan chuka o kole
Aba.
nirma o tara pipes
Oh, de tout le ban.
dan sabzan bar batmana
Okay.
talan buluna zan o bana to
So bana pa biu sane. Moto ma un po biu sane. So bana sa. All right, very well. So ding ba yeto ango de ba ma ya. Yes, te kam na tele ndo bor men nya. I mean, na bor nya date ma.
okay
Date ma pick mo.
Okay.
Because Daniela, I mean, no, I know the show no Saturday, but he ma Daniela Sunday. Sunday ma, ni bu pam tiru puni. Afa be ba. Unda pi date mo ya. Sunday.
wow wo mo sha
Tonda.
tira yila an ali December
Okay.
tira puntin da bare te no show ma month ma puni
Okay.
what's the name June fruka te no June fruka te no le
Okay.
June fruka te no le kata chang show puni in December to ma puni
Okay.
kata chang tin tampo
Okay.
on the 26th December
Okay.
kakuna kata bi lor puni ta yu the date ma kata zamzamle
Okay.
donc c'est d'inscription de nang to
Show
show ma
Okay.
kata yulia okay ti nang le tin nang le sala period
Okay.
so ti nang sala period ma sala ma bonde karien lu
Okay.
yuli sala ma starter la sif savor
If.
if knife f
Oh, okay.
like triangle online
Okay.
triangle from sif to
Several.
off
Okay.
ayabo so ti yuli la sif savor if knife f wa
Okay.
kata yulia don ya den to nuka nakara nam po sif
Okay.
ka yongo nam po savor
Several. Yes, which is
so
always.
ti mi if
Okay.
this after
So whatever they you put, chuma za hana puni bi.
you have an advantage
Okay. Yeah. I get it.
get abo
Okay.
Panyala, I should pull let's say sif
Okay.
the next day and the next day. Sarah and holidays.
Okay.
So that the after the question in that one.
Okay.
Reason why I mean that you got to peel a particular date one and you can do that. I am not sure. About numbers.
Okay.
The to me, I will feel yelanga. When can you be to another free?
Okay.
When can you to mind? No into party.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Fancy got them fans 7 years bambi captaincy.
Okay.
Here in Galamsey site.
Okay. Yes.
Yaba Kubor Pulong, Kumasi,
Yeah.
Sunyani. And the particular time, ma, and I hear I want no top
Okay.
December.
Yeah, of course.
That make my
Then
feet shoes.
shoes.
Correct. So imagine when I chunk everywhere to no show in Yerbamia in June in our concert.
Okay. But no man capta bien.
But my man captain Biane. One way or the other, in this shop number nama.
Okay.
Story no phone phone.
Okay.
Katapur taba every month.
Okay.
Every time can you get na person status
Okay.
bon kana to communication o yila ma fiara communication ma
Yeah.
de benjamin na connection na karapa
Yeah. Okay.
so you must tell ka de we maybe team ka to chat no show what be ni line ni
Okay.
na bon ka de wula there's so many ways now winning
Okay.
shela tabti ha
Okay.
ka bang ay no sham winning
Okay.
I shall can feel so dama
Okay.
I am very close to the fan base.
Okay.
I'm champion to no show. Ndiye shab namba nama.
Okay.
Compete no show. Ndiye shab namba nama.
Okay.
Fa problem do man call.
Yeah.
Ka de wula ngala show.
Okay.
Halo di ben kana.
That personal contact, man.
Kana.
Okay.
Angela go. So timira mi ka de wula. It looks like betamal ngoma zanjer la show na mapu.
Okay.
So bolin check out in better than others.
Okay.
Yeah, listen. Bring it to man closer to the people who are far away
Okay.
from Tamale.
Yeah.
Then check up to you never know. Some planeta na so ya kana man crazy.
That's okay.
Don't know.
Okay. All right. Good one. Okay. So, I mean, personally, what's your understanding of kama nirbi yara about tima juju yetwa nirbi yara? I mean, what's your stand on it?
Yeah. You know Bamala. The man should because you move Gwanga.
No me apa bamba yoka.
Fine. I don't believe in those things.
Okay.
I don't believe in it.
Okay.
But come with the wula. Nang mafanya na kasur na wone.
Okay.
Na wone bless karno. So mutu bala. Ba. Tuma. Mafanya nga.
Okay.
Shambon no kanama. Nenga nus bana.
Okay.
Awu ba vurlam.
Okay.
Ni ngode sare. Ta ngari yefi tra ka njo yoro.
Okay.
Zan pe de bijina bijina.
Oh, okay. Atuba dalle da bayina.
Dalle ni ko sambala ma.
Okay.
Dalle no bijina.
Okay.
Ina. Mutum fu yi dan mala fa garam ni amana za ta dagban.
Abba.
Ka inda sra ko sanya amana za ta gadam.
Okay.
So tun ma da mazada.
Karasu mazalna.
Abba.
Na fahimma. All right. You and Shatta Wale. Min Shatta Wale. Show Sheldon Danungoma. You as an artist recommended to your team that to use him artist rather than Shatta Wale. Adana Tulam Pico so come on. There are so many artists in Ghana. Even believe me, you guys have the strength to get an artist from Nigeria or elsewhere. But why did you guys settle on Shatta Wale?
Frankly speaking, Shatta Wale cost for the whole show.
Okay.
Listen. Mo ko dira film pour tab nage.
Okay.
Maya. No watch him out.
Okay.
Kan ku ko Facebook. Into some fancy gadam Shatta Wale Tabali Sports Stadium, watch out.
Oh, okay.
Still man. Then can you put the pressure?
Okay.
To the extent. Is to
okay.
For the benefit of it was shown
okay.
Tama karang man de wula. But when we downgrade the team at effort.
Okay.
We paid Shatta Wale.
You have
given him some money.
Okay.
To come to the show.
Okay.
Naturally. This is no DG.
Okay. Okay.
So the relationship.
Okay.
By the time of free, Daniel.
Okay. And now I'll open charge the Shamka Dairy show.
You 3 billion. Uncle Joshua. I told me 300,000 Ghana cedis.
Karasu.
I told 300,000 Ghana cedis, Maya. To bring him another headache.
To just Shatta, how long you give na conclude?
No, you nagi. Tumpoya. I look like I do like come out to push on. Come out book moment, non cat performing.
Okay.
My service got book. Okay. You see here. You can't show me
that's of course. Marapumba yira. Okay.
So lastly, while in the deity.
Come close.
Don't come close to come out the own deal.
Okay. But the actual fact is that you guys pay.
We give him some money.
Okay. All right.
That's one.
Okay.
And then lastly, Oto yi Ankara. Mpana jongo. Roma. Kala dinale.
Okay.
To import. Sabuturu shanyo kadula. Lachete d'argent Thomas. Oksana yon te dit.
Wala ndila alrma.
On dit.
You actually.
You break it down.
Okay. Very important.
Nama. For where you see, only 4,000. I'm 6. Lambara.
Karasu. La extra number shalons en Pama. Kaiti Malantic. Murelan Yuba Bring standards man no Kabaraku. Yeah. Kai.
Ko bindi ongle na ya kama ya da tom yama no ko ni shale orati bala 5,000 Ghana cedis
na yibana so
na yibana so
karaso
ni trabo
kana chugula
faila
jobless faila
na ko shata ko tu go
suru
mon cher no
da una za so
c'est vrai beaucoup sauf on se fati face ba to so too.
Okay, yeah.
So the Bishop that chicken you still had a good game. That I still have because you took it energy. Yeah, I mean back and forth 1 hour, 30 minutes.
No,
not from my 30 minutes back.
Yeah.
Thank you, but you talk your man. I know where the part is.
Ntedi.
Okay.
Kara laba gaba. Kata labe. Ntedi buyi.
Abba.
Kaba bara.
Okay.
Anya ya.
Aba para primero.
No, no, kai. Social media shall kai.